bit higher. That's fine.
Sorry.
Damn.
Thank you.
We got this. My bad.
No. Nice. Ugh.
My bad.
We got this. Square it.
Cross it!
We got this.
Cross it!
My
Don't really
fault.
trust this guy.
Cross it!
I'm on it. Here. Stay sharp.
Yeah, see? What the fuck, bro? Ding, bom, bom. Hello, Miff. It goes. I mean, to cut a very long story short, I had a anxiety panic attack, whatever you like to call it, and I just haven't been feeling great over the past few days, so I haven't really streamed. But called the GP.
We got this.
Yeah, I mean, I had a uni deadline as well, but thankfully the GP's written me a note for what they call extenuating circumstances. So that's for a month, which is ironically the kind of period that I've got for the next set of assessments. Just shoot, bro. Just shoot. Just shoot. Nice. So yeah, since it's literally, I hate to blame this, but it's since COVID. Because I had my kidney thing. I mean, I had an I can't even remember what they call it. Basically, my immune system was attacking my kidneys, which meant that during the pandemic I had to self-isolate for about 2 years. Like, the only times I would go out would be for any, like, appointments that I had at the hospital, and it was, you know, masked up and blah blah blah. I became extremely agoraphobic. I became extremely claustrophobic as well. And from there, my mental health has never been the same, really.
Cross it.
Oh. Autoimmune disease. That's what I yeah. It's so true. And then yeah, from there, like, going to doctor's appointments and stuff, beforehand, the hospital appointments, I never really liked going in lifts anyway. I was always kind of I was scared of them, but I was never scared of enclosed spaces, if that makes sense. And then I remember vividly, my first appointment back, they were like,
My bad.
do you want to get in the lift? And I was like, I'm not so sure, you know, I'm still immunocompromised. And then I tried to get in the lift, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't stay in. Like, my brain just told my body no. It's like so hard.
Stay sharp. We got this.
and then kind of from there, you know, not being confident in the safety of other people, really, to put my safety first. Yeah. You know, people would wear masks, but sometimes they'd have their noses uncovered. Sometimes they'd only wear the face shields, which are, you know, much less effective. I just, yeah. And I couldn't really go upstairs after that. What's happening? Oh, okay. Because it was, you know, it was too claustrophobic, and but yeah, essentially from there, my mental health has never really been the same. And after that was the first time I got put on sertraline. And then I've been off and on that for a few years now.
Thanks, mate.
I came off it not that long ago, maybe 7-ish months ago, because I didn't think I needed it anymore. And then, you know, out of nowhere, anxiety starts spiking. I literally woke up at like, I don't know, 6 in the morning at one point, couldn't really breathe properly, was, you know, self-aware of every single breath that I took. And if I wasn't able to get like a proper deep breath in, my mind would just start spiraling. God. So it would take me a long time to kind of calm down, and since then I've been feeling even more anxious. Like, it calms down, you know, obviously when I okay. Yeah. It calms down whenever I do other things or think of something else, when I can distract myself. But anyway, yeah, they're going to put me on a new medication. I can't remember what it's called. Apparently it's only been out for about 10 years or so. But it's better than sertraline because it doesn't just... It's not an SSRI. Or it's not just an SSRI. It apparently has some kind of anxiety benefits as well. That's the thing, like, it was really weird timing too, because I had just left my job at the theatre in London, and then quite shortly after, the pandemic slowly ramped up. So I didn't even get furloughed. But the thing is, a lot of the workers that I know from that job didn't get furloughed because it was all 0 hours contracts. I was lucky in my position in that because I was a manager, I got an actual contract, but so I would have been furloughed if I had stayed on. But a lot of people didn't, and it was rough as fuck. Okay.
Down the line.
But yeah, like, we were told to isolate. And it was isolating for the better part of 2 years. Which was fun for the first, I don't know, couple of weeks. But not being able to go outside after that was not fun.
Cross it. Cross it.
Oh, it's this guy. Oh my god, every single time, bro.
Stay sharp.
quality checks and lunch. Oh my god. How did he not actually get tackled? What the fuck was that? But yeah, they've prescribed me some new thing. I need to go pick it up tomorrow. And of course, like any kind of SSRI slash antidepressant, I guess, which is what they all are. It takes a while for it to actually kick in and start working. So they said give it a couple of weeks for it to fully start. First few days will probably feel like shit, basically, like upset stomachs, weird like fuzzy headaches and stuff like that. But then after a few days, those should stop. Oh yeah, I mean, the first time I started on them, it wasn't great, but hopefully medication has advanced since then. But we'll see. You know, I'm gonna be home for the next week at least, just to kind of let it take its course. What? Okay.
I got it.
Yeah. I tried to play Marathon today, and apparently it's down for maintenance, so get on tomorrow. I don't even remember. Oh my god, I don't even remember where I left off. I'm getting D ranked because nobody knows what passing is. Like, what is this, bro? You could have just done that earlier. Oh my god.
My bad.
Well, I think they're updating something now. Because it said it's down for maintenance. I think that's the thing they're putting it down for maintenance for, the cryo archive. And there it is. But yeah, I didn't even go to Gundam today. It's just, yeah. If that pandemic didn't hit, I'd be a different person.
Cross it!
Excuse me. Brother. Hey. Also, you know what sucks being a mature student? A lot of the places that are looking for a lot of positions that are hiring, you know, they don't want somebody that's been in work a long time for, you know, kind of menial barista or bar person jobs. They want somebody that they can, you know, a younger person that they can mold or take advantage of. But like, that's not me. I'm more suited to managerial positions. That's my background, that's my history, that's my expertise. Oops.
Sorry.
I can't be a fucking manager because I'm in uni. You know, 0 hours contracts bullshit and... Oh my god. But yeah, 0 hours contracts bullshit. Force them to work for less than they're worth. Because if they were to hire me, they'd have to pay me more. Nice.
Well done.
Holy shit. And I can't go for these managerial positions because I'd have no time to go to uni. Oh, nice.
Good job.
God. I think they were supposed to start being banned over here. I don't think that process has actually started yet. Temporary short-term contracts usually considered emergencies. Oh, stuff like I guess that wouldn't count. Still need a contract for it. Maternity/paternity leave. If you turn up and there is no work, it's paid a minimum compensation. What do you mean if you turn up and there's no work? Like in what would be a 0 hours contract job? Oh, right, okay. But like, how does that work? Unless bar, I guess, because there's no 0 hours contracts, the bar hires people for an amount of hours of work on a contract. So they don't need to hire more than they can have to be paid a minimum. Interesting. Yeah, it would be like any work environment, I guess. But you would only hire the amount of people that you actually need to do the job, like in any environment. But then, if you hire more than you technically need to, because you want more people on your rota, more availability of people in case of somebody being ill or whatever, and somebody gets called up for work. Although, how does that make sense? And some servers were sent home. Okay.
My fault.
We got this.
So instead of them not being paid anything or only being paid for the hours that they've been there, they're the business is legally required to pay them for a full shift, but at like minimum wage rather than what they're actually on.
Cross it.
Oof. Yeah, mate, I tell you, 0 hours contracts are fucking bullshit, mate.
Well played. To me. Here. Good job. We got this.
Oh, shit.
We got this.
I feel like that's a better way of doing things. Like, say we got rid of 0 hours contracts in this country.
Good job.
I mean, you could have started moving. Instead of acting like a fucking brainlet, but that works too. Oh my god. Ah. Expected him to dodge a little bit. A bit earlier.
Good job. Sorry. Here. Nice.
Go on. Oh my god.
bad.
What the fuck was that?
My fault. Well done. Square it.
Could have got that, mate. Oh, that was a deflection. In the event of an employer failing to require an employee to work at least 25% of the time the employee is required to be available to work, the employee will be entitled to payment for 25% of the contracted hours or 15 hours, whichever is less. To payment for 25%. Shoot and score. There we go. In the event of an employer failing to require an employee to work at least 25% of the time, the employee is required to be available to work for the employer. The employee will be entitled to payment. The employee will be entitled to payment for 25% of the contracted hours or contract hours. Okay,
Stay sharp.
that was really predictable.
Trust it.
Oh, that would have got in as well. Bastard. Just
Cross it. Cross it.
there we go. If an employee's contract of employment operates to require the employee to be available for 48 hours in a week. Right, okay, 48 hours in a week. They will be entitled to a minimum payment of 12 hours even if not required to work that week. Right, okay.
Got this. Well done.
My bad.
Mm.
Stay sharp. Keepers. Keepers. Keepers.
We got this. My
Well
fault.
played. We got this. Got this. I'm on it.
You didn't need to come here with me.
Techers.
The wording of that first one is quite legaleasy.
Back post.
Keepers.
Sorry.
Ooh.
We got this. To me.
Oh, okay.
My bad. Cross it.
Why did you take so long?
Nice. Well done.
We got this. Well done.
Hey.
Well played.
So is the law. Yeah, but there are easier ways to say that. There's always easier ways to say certain things. In the event of an employer, so if an employer doesn't need an employee to work 25% of their shift, the employee will be entitled to payment for 25% of the contract hours. So if they've worked, so say they're on an 8-hour shift, they're on, for argument's sake, £10 an hour, and they've worked 2 hours, you know, end of lunch rush for a restaurant, for example. Do they still get paid for the 2 hours that they've been there plus an additional 25% of the rest of the contracted hours? So they'd be entitled to what? £2.50 for the rest of the hours that their contract is supposed to be for? I mean, yeah, it is better than nothing. You are right. Still a bit of a kick in the teeth.
Cross it. Good job.
Okay, why didn't my header go out? That's annoying. Minimum amount payable on that occasion is 3 times the applicable minimum hourly rate. Oh my god. My guy. The minimum amount payable for the rest of that shift is 3 times the applicable minimum hourly rate. So I'm guessing whichever is lower.
To me.
Holy shit. So you're a contracted employee. Three times his minimum after an hour.
Here. To me.
It gets higher the longer you're working. So if you're on an 8-hour shift and you get sent home after 4 hours,
Down the line. Pass. To me. Here. Mine. Pass.
but essentially, if you're contracted, but your contract is an hourly rate and not a hello, welcome. So if you're contracted on an hourly rate
Keepers.
and you're sent home after an hour, you're entitled to 3 times the national minimum. So you're entitled to that hour, plus 3 times the national minimum for the remainder of your contracted hours for that day, plus an additional 25%.
Back post.
Let's say 8 hours on okay, and let's say 8 hours on minimum wage, and minimum wage is a £5. Nice, easy number. My guy, you're already in the box. Your wages worked out as, let's say,
Pass. To me.
no, probably was this one. X is minimum wage. Then you get X plus 7 times 3 times. Wait. I see. Right. Right.
Cross it. To me. Pass. Back post.
Okay. 6.25 minimum wage hours for 1 hour worked. But then you're entitled to X amount for the remainder of your hours. Or are you not entitled to the rest of those hours? You're only entitled to an amount based on how many hours you have worked. Right, so you get X plus 7 times 3, X times 25%. Gotcha. Sub 3 hours times minimum. Yeah. Man. Why couldn't we have that here? In the inarguably more prosperous country? Plus you earn, the larger it is relative-wise. Yeah, to make up for the fact that you aren't able to earn because you've been sent home. Mate. One day. You good, bro? Okay. And he's gonna lose it. Yep. I mean, it writes itself at this point. People using the I can't remember what it's called, like the touch, after it comes to you. They have no spatial awareness, so they're just gonna lose it immediately. Man. That's a really good policy. Oh, holy shit.
My bad.
10 times as much. I mean, it's still a good thing to get rid of 0 hours contracts for this, right? Or rather for that, because we don't have it, but yeah.
My fault.
Like, instead of, oh, you've worked for 3 hours and we're actually not as busy as we thought we'd be, go home. No more pay. I mean, I'm happy to admit this. It's always why I would skew people's work hours to round up if I was ever on a shift. I would always round up. I'd always give people an extra whatever. If it was too egregious to do, like say they worked five minutes into a shift, and for whatever reason I was told to send somebody home, I wouldn't round up to the next hour. Oh my god. Stay hours and it can't be 0, and if you're on call, those hours count. That's so good. Well, no, I'm just talking about in my situation. If I was ever on shift and I was told to send somebody home, because you know, even I had a boss as a duty manager, and it would say they were 35 minutes past the hour. I would always round up to the nearest quarter, or if it was close enough, I would. Holy shit. I would always round up to the nearest hour.
Here. Cross it. Cross it. Back post.
Ooh. Nice.
Good job.
Thank you.
Just show up and are told that they have an hour according to that law. That's not the greatest, right? But that would at least hopefully, you know, cover travel. If you had to get the bus or whatever, and then, I don't know. What's minimum wage in Ireland? Like... €12 something.
Back post. Cross it. Front post.
It's $14.50. Wow.
Cross it. Back post.
Here.
Cross it. Cross it. Cross it.
Keep it.
How a business is able to stay afloat. They have to take personal responsibility for their shortcomings. Oh, he actually blocked it. $11.32, $12.74 for 19-year-olds. kind of stupid. That is pretty dumb. But like, there's very little alternative ways to calculate stuff like this, right? Like you have to do it by age. Otherwise, you get into the weeds of personal circumstances dictating certain things. But yeah, it's an alternative, and a good one, to a 0 hours contract.
To me.
But yeah, legitimate emails that I've got have been, you're too qualified. There are, you know what's hilarious? With my experience, people have told me that they've gone in other directions for employing somebody, for being a barista or like a bar person, of which I have way more experience than any 18, 19, 20-year-old. Which is who they end up hiring, because, you know, a lot of places are local to where I live.
I got it.
So I'll go to them with other uni friends or whatever, and I'll see who's working behind the counter. And it will be, you know, some 18, 19, 20-year-old who's in uni, trying to earn their first bit of living. Which is fine. It's not their fault that the people who are employing them don't want to employ me. That's kind of the catch-22 of my situation. Oof. Bruh. It's 12.22, so that's less than 12.71 in the UK. Sure. But how far does the euro take you in Ireland as compared to the pound in Britain? Like, I could make comparisons all day in that respect.
Front post. To me. Pass.
Like in the major cities, how far will a euro take you? As compared...
Pass.
Yeah, as compared to, you know, major cities in the UK. London, Manchester, Liverpool. Like, they're all way too expensive.
Fine. To me.
No, I've been getting, I've been getting a lot of signs recently that I should go into teaching. like the universe telling me, as it were. People keep telling me that I'd make a good teacher. I mean, while that might be true, it's never been something that I've wanted to do. Like,
My fault.
I've done a lot of tutorial-y stuff for like Soul Calibur and stuff like that, and it's in depth. People have told me, like, you can go to the YouTube comments, so like they're in depth, they're informative. There isn't too much information that gets diluted because it still gets explained without leaving somebody in the lurch, or leaving somebody in the dark when it comes to stuff like notations or, you know, specific FGC wording. And it's not something that I would ever be opposed to. Oh shit. It's just not something that I've ever thought about, you know? Oh.
Thank you.
Don't know why you take that risk. It's about the same as Oxford. But Guildford and London? Really? Guildford surprises me.
I got it. Take off.
I have a friend who lives in Guildford. Same as Bristol. Okay. I just want a small part-time job, man, that I can do in between uni things. Just less than Southampton. Southampton's a weird one. Wah, wah, wah. Ninth most expensive place if we were in the UK. Hell yeah, broken top 10. Let's go. All because this guy didn't want to pass. What is this? Oh, close. Oh, what's this? Baby did a wrong thing and now he's being salty. Yep.
To me!
here. Look how wide open that is. Look how wide open that is, and nobody uses their eyes to see. My guy, the rebound. I was going my initial. Fucking hell, bro. I had to course correct so hard there. Oh, I wasn't even supposed to be in goal in that one. Okay. Alright. Yeah. What is he doing? Okay. Why?
Good job. Well played. Well done. Good job. Attackers.
This man is salty. Ah, there we go. Mate, so many care assistants where I am. Boom, bam, boom, bam. Ba, 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 ba. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
To me! Keepers! Back post! Front post!
Right to him.
Keepers!
Oh, motherfucker.
My fault.
Pfizer makes Viagra? Really? That's hilarious. Legitimately, I had no idea. Oh, he blocked me.
Cross it.
I mean, hey, men need dick pills.
Good job.
Here.
I'm sure outside of paracetamol is probably like the biggest selling
Mine.
over-the-counter drug that you can get.
I'm on it.
Wait, what? What? Okay.
I got it.
Didn't even try. Dodge. No! I fucked that up.
Mine. Cross it.
Holy shit.
Cross it. Keepers.
Boom, 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 boom. What is happening in that corner? Jesus Christ.
I'm on it.
Yeah, bro. Run out of goal with it. Fucking hell, that was so risky.
My bad.
Oh, what a shot. Advil? Isn't Advil just another painkiller? Advil. Oh, it's ibuprofen. Okay.
To me.
I got it.
To me.
Here.
Here. Here.
Wait, ibuprofen isn't the name of the medication? That's the brand name?
To me.
Pass.
Pass.
Here. Good job.
I didn't know that. Oh, whoops. Right. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. So ibuprofen is the medicine. Advil is the brand name. I see. It's their brand of ibuprofen. That's interesting. I legitimately just thought Advil was just another painkiller like paracetamol. it's actually the strong stuff. Panadol? I thought Panadol was the brand. Yeah. Paracetamol is the medicine. Cetamol, Cetamol.
Good job.
It is. Okay, yeah. No. I'm gonna need to come back a bit to get this. Nurofen is just ibuprofen. Yeah, that's true. That one's a little bit easier to clock. Bam, 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 ba-dam, bam.
To me. Cross it.
Fucking hell.
Sorry. Square it. Well played. Pass. Switch side. Here.
Nice. Go on. Nice.
Well played.
Do 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 do. Okay.
Here.
Well played.
Here. Pass.
All right.
To me.
Back post.
Here. Sorry. My
We got
fault.
this.
Well
Tackles.
played.
Diabetes drugs that have weight loss side effects. Oh. So both you and your brother in medicine. I mean, I don't know, genuinely asking. Is Ozempic a specific, exclusively weight loss drug? Or was it a diabetes drug that has weight loss side effects? Like, does it regulate insulin but also has weight loss side effects, or is it specifically used for weight loss? I mean, I know it's specifically used for weight loss, but...
Square it. Front post. Stay sharp.
Keepers!
A blood sugar regulator. Interesting. That was the weirdest fucking rebound I've ever seen. Okay. Also unsure why I wasn't getting an indicator for that.
My fault!
Oh.
We got this!
Keepers. Keepers.
Tackers! Well played!
Mine.
Good job! It's me!
My bad.
We stay sharp! Well played!
Front post. Cross it.
You not have a little sprint. Okay.
Pass. To me.
OEM Lighting Company. Oh shit, okay.
Keepers!
Industrial application life that we do for product for one customer does UED and blood testing. My god. It does sound like you make a lot of stuff. Oh, you should have gone for it. There we go. It's fine. Soon you're going to be making light bulbs for the inside of fighter jets. Curing lamps.
To me.
Vision light system. Blood testing flights. Oh, blood testing lights. License plate reader light. My god. Plane wing tips. Nice. Oh, I hate that. All kinds of wings? Or rather, all kinds of planes, or specific types of planes? Why didn't you just pass the ball, brother?
I got it. Square it. Back post.
Oh shit.
Front post.
Ugh. Damn it. Expected him to move, not gonna lie. Bro, of course I'm going to pass it to you.
Front post.
Nice. Alright, I'll do one more. What's the point? There's one that I applied for that. I think I emailed. Third, yeah. They're still hiring, it seems. What? Okay, weird. Excuse me. Do 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 do. It's custom is manufactured too, so we just make them as a part for them. Jesus, okay. Brother, please. Okay. Curing lamps for J&J to make contact lenses. What the fuck? I mean, that is quite the repertoire of drugs. And products, I guess.
Good job.
No drugs, just LEDs. I meant the things that you're making things for. I guess contact lenses aren't technically drugs. Oh my god.
Well done.
Oh, they just had no keeper. Okay. Nice. Oh, come on, dude. Quick. Oh shit. There we go. He predicted that well. Yeah. Who? Bruh. Mm. I didn't even try and get that next shot. Holy shit. Hello, hello, and you've taken too long.
Well done.
Yep.
We got this.
Oh.
To me.
What the fuck? That was so fluky. He almost missed. Oh, it's attributing him. Okay, yeah, fair. Nice. That was very risky. wasn't hard enough. He's inside the goal. Nice. We are 1 minute away from midnight. Cool. Well, thank you to those who have come through. I've seen the numbers fluctuate, which has been very interesting to say the least. Yeah, thank you for watching. I will try and be back tomorrow. Because, I mean, I still want to play more marathon and stuff, but we shall see how I am. Right. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.